Hello everyone and welcome back to another book review. Today's book is for anyone who went through a dinosaur phase. Now my dinosaur phase was not as big as my ancient Egypt phase or even my ancient China phase. I had a lot of phases, but I know a lot of people who went through a dinosaur phase, and I also went through a dinosaur phase. And well, I believe these are not dinosaurs. These are ancient creatures. So this is right up the alley for anyone who likes old animals. This is what you need. Today's book is Age of Ancient Sea Monsters. So this book is just kind of an illustrated guide to some of the sea monsters. Each monster, or creature we should say, has a drawing, a beautiful illustration on this side, and then just a small little blurb on this other side. So again, I picked this book up because ancient sea monsters, is there anything better that you could want? I don't think so. But I really wound up enjoying the art in this, and I learned quite a bit as well, so I can really highly recommend it. This book is also really good for all ages, I would say. This book I could see easily being accessible to someone in elementary school, all those kids who are going through their dinosaur phase, but also for adults. It was very engaging for me and I really enjoyed it. So like I said, each monster per se gets a little blurb, a couple paragraphs about it, and a drawing. And the paragraphs about it contain a little bit of information, but they also kind of set up a fictional story to describe what's happening in the illustration. And the illustrations are absolutely beautiful. They are wonderful. I love them. So it's perfect bite-sized information along with these huge illustrations that you can just enjoy, and each page is like one. So I just wanted to take some time to also go through some of the key features that I liked in this book and talk about them. So the first thing I wanted to touch on were these charts in the beginning of the book. So there's these two really clear, really nice charts in the beginning of the book that I really like. And this in and of itself would just be kind of handy to have. I would love having this and looking at this. And yeah, these were really nice and I really like them, and they kind of explain the stuff that you're going to be looking at in the book. Both the timing, so this one is the timing, the time where the fossils come from, and then the one next to it is the present day location where it's found. So we have divided by continents over here, and then by, oh, this thing's big, modern day countries inside the continents. So that was also really nice. And I also, because it's big ancient sea monsters, I wanted to go over some of the favorite ones that I found with some fun facts. So this one is, oh boy, Phantomosaurus. And it was named after Phantom of the Opera because when the skull was discovered, the skull was mishandled at some point, and some acidic substance got on the skull and eroded it and made it look very, I guess, disfigured or different than it was, kind of like how in Phantom of the Opera the main character, or the character from the title, the Phantom, covers his face because of a disfiguration. So it was disfigured and people thought it looked different than it did, which is a kind of an interesting point for all these ancient creatures that have since been extinct. Sometimes we're kind of making our best guess at how it looked, and obviously all these illustrations are an artist's rendition of what it might have looked like. We don't know for sure what all of this looked like. The next one, which is just a personal favorite, if I remember the next one that I tabbed. Yeah, so when I went through my dinosaur phase, I just like things with long necks. I don't know why. These things were just kind of eerie and weird looking, and I love them. So this one, its name means long hinge, and it had a neck that was 3 meters long, which is longer than its body. So I thought that these things were kind of cute, and this is another good I guess example of the illustration. So because they're sea monsters, almost all of these depictions or these illustrations are underwater, but the artist makes each one different, so you don't look like you're looking at the same scene underwater every single time, which I think was really, it was creative, it was well done, and also I feel like it was kind of a challenge because it would be pretty easy to be like, okay, blue water, okay, here's your fist, which is what I would have done, but I'm not very good at illustrating stuff, so that explains it. Finally, another one, just more long necks. Again, so you can kind of see this one, they're getting some fish in there. You kind of see how they make the long necks different in each picture. And yeah, we're just going back to my little 3rd grade self, which would just love looking at this picture book. I really enjoyed this book. I liked it. I think it'd be a great book to get for a dinosaur lover in your life, especially maybe someone in elementary school. But I think adults would like this too. If you really want to have some good conversation, you can put it, I don't know, on your coffee table or something and have everyone look through it and look at the ancient sea monsters. And even the cover's kind of cool. Look at this toothy guy with all his teeth. I really, really enjoyed this book, and I think you might too. So pick it up and give it a read if anything I said sounds interesting. Otherwise, I hope you have a really great day.